Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here with us this evening. My name is Mally Rosado. I am the Council President for the Court of Common Council in the City of Hartford. I am calling to order this meeting of Monday, May 15th, 2023, the Neighborhood Assistance Act to order, also known as NAA to order. The Neighborhood Assistance Act is a program of the State Department of Revenue Services designated to encourage funding for municipal and tax-exempt organizations by providing a corporation business tax credit for businesses wishing to make cash contributions to qualifying entities. Up to $5 million in tax credits will be made available in the state of Connecticut through the 2023 NAA program. The Neighborhood Assistance Act program is authorized as per Chapter 228A of the Connecticut General Statute and Public Act 95-268. For inquiries related to the Neighborhood Assistance Act program, please contact Mr. Ronnie Vasquez, who is here with us this evening. He is the NAA liaison, and you can reach that at 860-757-9284 or via email at ronnie.vasquez@hartford.gov. That's RONNIE.VAZQUEZ@hartford.gov. This meeting is being broadcasted and streamed from Hartford Public Access TV, broadcasted on Channel 96 for Comcast Affinity customers and Channel 6032 for Frontier customers. It will also be streamed via hartfordpublicaccesstv.org. Apple TV and Amazon TV app are also part of the platform. So I am going to.
You know what? Hello?
Yes. Hello?
No one can hear Madam President online.
Okay, give us a minute. But you can hear me?
I don't think any of us can hear Madam President.
Okay, I'm saying that because I just asked if anyone can hear us and you just answered me.
Oh, no, now I can hear you. Now you sound good.
Okay.
You sound perfect now. Thank you.
Okay. And for a little housekeeping, this public hearing shall be conducted in accordance with the following procedures. Each person wishing to address the council or committee therefore shall, upon recognition by the presiding officer, give his or her name, address, and if he or she represents a group, shall in addition state for the record the name and address of said group or organization, and should limit his or her remarks to 5 minutes. And this evening we will have Councilman Amilcar Hernandez be our timekeeper. During public hearing, there shall be no debate by the council, although questions may be asked of a council person making such presentation. For members of the public, Spanish interpretation is provided through a partnership with the City of Hartford and the Hartford Public Library. Additional accommodations can be made while contacting the office of the council president. And this evening I have to my right, Councilman Amilcar Hernandez. To my left, our town clerk, Mr. Noel McGregor. Also joining us through virtual mode is Councilman Nick LeBron, our majority leader, Mr. TJ Clark, and I believe that's all we have from City Council side. So without further ado, I am giving the floor to Mr. Ronnie Vasquez for his presentation.
Good afternoon, Council President Rosado, fellow council members, and all attendees of this public hearing. My name is Ronnie Vasquez, and I'm a staff member of the City of Hartford's Office of Central Grants Administration. I would first like to thank the council and staff members for graciously working with the Grants Office to host this public hearing. For this meeting, I come before the council in the capacity of the designated Neighborhood Assistance Act Municipal Liaison for the City of Hartford. The purpose and goal of this public hearing is threefold. Number one, to educate the general public about the NAA program. Number two, to provide a public forum for the public to speak about the program. And number three, to seek the City's Council's approval for the submission of NAA program applications received by the received to the Connecticut State Department of Revenue Services by the statutory deadline of July 1st, 2023. Having said that, I would like now to present the NAA PowerPoint presentation. I have an agenda which will entail the following. We're going to just have a brief overview of the NAA program, talk about the different categories of eligible programs. We have an NAA application and funding process and timeline, and then open up the forum for questions regarding the program. So an overview of the NAA program. The NAA program is basically a tax credit program between nonprofit organizations and for-profit entities. Each municipality is responsible for that application process on the local level, which each city has a liaison. I'm the liaison for the city of Hartford. And the NAA is a tax credit program, is not a grant program, and it's a relationship, again, between nonprofit entities and for-profit entities. Now, if you look up to the slide, there's a variety of different type of eligible programs where a nonprofit could apply and propose their program to the city and to the state. Basically, we have three categories. One of them is energy conservation projects. Number two is educational loans. And then the bulk of most of the programs are social service programs. So basically, you could see the major types of programs that are eligible. And there's much more, but these are the main ones. Now, pages 5 through 7 go through all of the details of the application process and timeline. But on page 8, which I'm going to refer to, has everything condensed in a timeline, which I think is visually easy to kind of look at. So looking at our application process, our applications were due April 28th to the city of Hartford, and we basically gave nonprofits a month to apply for the program. March 15th, today, is our public hearing, and that's a statutory requirement where we have to educate the public, give the public the opportunity to speak about supporting programs or if they have any questions regarding the process itself. We have a statutory deadline of July 1st where the city has to submit all the applications received to DRS, so that's a mandatory deadline that we have to meet. After the submission of all the applications received, we have a second phase to the NAA program process. And this is very important because the other application that's available is for profit entities. And that application is called the NAA 02 form. It's posted on the DRS website, and basically sometime after September 15th actually, through October 1st, is the window of opportunity where profit entities can apply. They have to do that exclusively online and directly with DRS. After September, we move into the month of October, and that is around the time of the period where the state will publish the approved business programs, and basically it would show all the programs that were selected, the dollar amounts, and then later in the year, around in December, the state will have a final list of the actual approved contributions. Just to note, the program limit is $150,000, where an entity, a nonprofit, can receive that amount of money in terms of contributions, and then in return, a profit entity can receive that amount as well. One thing to note, if a program is awarded more than $25,000 in funding, there is an audit requirement where that at the end of the life of that program, which is usually 2 years, the organization would have to submit an approved audit, certified audit, showing how the money was spent. Statewide, the cap for NAA contributions is $5 million. So statewide, once the state reviews all the applications for the entire state, $5 million can be given in terms of contributions, no more, no less. That's basically the process, the timeline that we have for NAA. If you have any questions,
Thank you for your presentation. I think it's pretty much straightforward. This is something that we do every year. Councilman, do you have any questions? Councilman LeBron, any questions? My council colleagues, any questions? Great. So we'll now start. Mr. Vasquez, could you take down the presentation?
You want me to take it down?
Yes, thank you.
Let's see where we.
So now we're going to start our part of the public hearing. And first on our list is Sarah Dante.
Yeah, hi, good evening. My name is Sarah Adante. I am the Senior Director for Development for the Village for Families and Children, located at 1680 Albany Avenue in Hartford. We are going for an energy conservation project to install new LED lighting in our new urgent care facility that is scheduled to be open this June. We are looking for an award amount of $22,000. The Village for Families and Children has been serving children and families throughout Greater Hartford for over 200 years. We're the largest provider of mental health and foster care services within the state of Connecticut. We are in the process of renovating buildings at our main campus at 1680 Albany Avenue to offer a 24/7 urgent care center for children and teens experiencing mental health crises. This new urgent care center will be one of 4 facilities within the state of Connecticut. Children and teens from throughout Greater Hartford will be sent to this facility instead of the hospital to help alleviate backlog that local hospitals are currently facing. With our expertise in mental health, we expect to triage hundreds of children and teens in crisis monthly from all over the Greater Hartford area. This new urgent care center is scheduled to open again this coming June. These new LED fixtures that we're looking for will allow for close to 75% in energy savings that will last up to 25 times longer. So that's what we're hoping to achieve with this project. Any questions?
Are there any questions from my council colleagues? Thank you for your Councilman LeBron.
So I'm sorry, my internet cut out for a little bit. I heard urgent care. Was it a specific type of urgent care?
Yes, it's for mental teens and children in mental health crises. It's a 24/7 center that will triage children so that they won't be backlogged at the hospital. Right now, I'm sure you've heard all over the news, children and teens are waiting for days to be seen by doctors. This will help alleviate that and give us the ability to stabilize them with their family and either get them, safely back with their families or into temporary homes through foster care.
Yeah, this is, through you, Madam President, this is a wonderful initiative. I'm just curious, how much are you offering beds to hold them while they transition? How does that referral process work? Are they going to the hospital first and then going to you? Or
They're gonna come to us first. So we need to start a complete marketing campaign where we have worked closely with all the local hospitals. So once we're a go, the hospitals will send those children to us directly.
So so I'm sure you're also partnered with EMPS and Mobile Crisis, correct?
I would assume so, yes.
Yeah, so I would just recommend, we have a new initiative in the city. It's a year old. It's called the Heart Team. If you can connect with, through you, Madam President, with our Heart Team lead, which is, oh my God, she's gonna kill me. She's gonna kill me. But anyway, with the Heart Team, and what we do is we
Is it
provide.
Patricia?
Yeah, Patricia McIntosh, oh my God. With Ms. McIntosh, and what we provide is differential responses to 911. And a lot of calls are mental health calls, and a lot of calls are mental health calls for children.
Yep.
And so this is an opportunity definitely to market and provide a resource to families where it's needed. I'm super excited about this initiative, and thank you to you and your work and the village for making this happen. And this is a dire need in our community, and you guys are answering the call.
Super, thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. Next to speak is Angela Harris. Angela, you have the floor.
Actually, it's Pastor Zachary Mullins for Phillips. I'm going to be sharing screen for him. And
Okay.
then Fred Phillips was the order we were given.
Good evening, Madam Chair, and to all of the leaders on tonight. Thank you for this opportunity to stand on behalf of the Phillips Metropolitan CME Church, located at 2500 Main Street, Hartford, Connecticut, 06120. On our campus, on our church campus, we house the Phillips Health Center, which is a center designed to house a multiplicity of nonprofit organizations that live out the mission of our church, which is to seek the peace of the city and to serve God's kingdom. Just a few of the nonprofits we house being Mothers United Against Violence, Hartford Behavioral Health, and Narcotics Anonymous, just to name a few. We also house on our south lot, we utilize our parking lot in connection with the city, in partnership with the city, for parking for our residents during the winter months. We are coming to you on a conservation project to replace the HVAC units in both our main worship campus along with the Phillips Health Center. We are aiming to do so that we can continue to comfortably house those organizations that strive to impact one of, if not the most challenging portions of our city, being the North End. The Phillips Health Center is a building located at 2550 Main Street, built in 1960 and purchased by the Phillips Metropolitan CME Church in 1996. Our project is projected to cost roughly around $365,000, and we are in hopes and seeking about $150,000 from this organization and the various organizations that will participate in this program. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for this opportunity to speak on behalf of the Phillips Metropolitan CME Church.
Thank you. Are there any questions from my council colleagues? Councilman LeBron?
Yeah, just a comment through you, Madam President. Pastor, we haven't had the opportunity to meet yet, but I know about Phillips and the Phillips community and all of the wonderful work that you do for that neighborhood and for the entire city. So thank you for applying to this program and for all the services that you provide.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Next to speak is Fred Phillips.
Good evening. My name is Fred Phillips. For those who do not know me, greetings, Council President and the Council membership. I'm a board member for the Ida B. Wells Senior Housing Complex on Coventry Street, and we are seeking the full $150,000 program limit to assist us in the replacement and repair of 2 furnaces and 2 hot water heaters. We provide subsidized housing for the elderly, and we have been doing this for over 30 years. And we would just like to make this request to help uplift our community as well as our seniors. And thank you for your approval in advance.
Thank you. Are there any comments from my council colleagues? Next to speak is Angela Harris.
Good evening. I would just like to just reiterate that both programs, both for the Phillips Metropolitan CME Church and the Phillips Metropolitan Apartments in honor of Ida B. Wells on Coventry Street, if you all would give that approval for the $150,000 allotment for each project, so that one, we can maintain reasonable rents for our tenants at the Phillips Health Center, so they can direct their funding to livable wages for their employees, and move the remainder of their assets to programming for the community. And we know that our seniors, many of them, if not all, are on fixed incomes. And again, this project will allow us to maintain rents that are reasonable for their fixed incomes. And I thank you in advance for allowing us to participate in this program. If there are any questions, I'm willing to answer. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any questions, comments from my council colleagues? There being none, thank you so much, Angela. Next to speak is Patricia Kelly. Patricia Kelly. We'll come back to her. Sahar Hakim. Hello. Hi. Is this the front? Yes, that is the front.
Sorry, I'm a little bit sick. Forgive me. I first want to start off by saying thank you to the City of Hartford, Mayor Luke Bronin, for supporting my program for 3 years. And whatever you guys have given me, it's been of use to so many of my students. As you can see, anybody that's here that's representing the gifted ones, please stand. I have parents, I have teachers, I have staff, I have kids that were
Sahar,
raised.
hi, can you please tell me your complete name and what organization?
My name is Kimberly Bridges. Okay.
My name is Sahar Hakim. I represent the Gifted Ones. And she's the CEO and founder, Kimberly Bridges.
Thank you.
So I know I only have 3 minutes, but I always want the kids to speak. I've been teaching.
You have 5.
Oh, thank you. Look at God, praise Him. I've been teaching the performing arts for over 30 years. I was a bullied student, being bussed out, and I went to the Hartford Stage Company as a child, as a teen, and it helped me. The performing arts saved my life. So I also work in Hartford Public School. I work for the Village and my own performing arts company. So I brought some of the kids that go to a lot of different schools here, and they're just gonna do a little something for you. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. I do the work that I do, and my team as well, because we're saving lives. Our student that got shot 2 weeks ago, Secret, was our student. And we sat with her and we talked to her. I'm tired of burying my students. I'm tired of going to funerals. I don't go no more. And I sat with this child for 6 hours. I'm tired of some of my students saying, you know, I want my mom and my dad. Today I have grandmothers here. I have good friends here. So we just teach life skills through the arts using the tools of dance, step, rap, poetry, acting, singing. We do virtual. We do everything for the kids, rewards, consistency, and a whole lot of love. So they're just going to present something for you, and thank you so much.
So I have a question. Secret was part of this group?
Secret was part of one of the schools that I work at.
Thank you.
Yes. So if your friends come up and say they want to go play and your homework's not done, what are you going to say? Go. We are
the best. My crew, okay. First we get our work done, and then we go and play with our friends. But first we gotta let them know. If you didn't do your homework, then homie, you got to go. A real friend
peace. That's what I'm screaming. That's what I'm dreaming. Let's start believing. I can't take it no more. All the violence. Please stop. Silence. Get together as one. Unity. I'm talking to you, him. I'm talking to me. I'm talking to the politicians, electricians, moms and dads. I'm talking to the people over in Baghdad. Every time I turn on the news, the same thing. Another story. Bang, bang, bang. Another life that's resting in peace. Why can't we just stand in peace? I'm a boy now, but I want to be a man. Take me by the hand. Show me that I can. I'm looking up to you, so put the guns down. All I want to do is just be around. All I want to do is just be around. All I want to do is just be around.
I want to be free, free from gun violence. I want to be free, free to go to whatever school I want. I want to be free, free from bullies. I want to be free, free from discrimination. I want to be free, free from racism. I want to be free, free to grow up. I want to be free, free to live. My life matters.
Hold up, wait a minute, here we go. This is how we do it.
Hold up, wait a minute, let us put some step up in it. Let me see you change it up. This is how we do it.
There's a house across from Sigourney Park, and we want to turn that house into something for the neighborhood. So already I'm going to start hanging out clothes on the fence. We want it to be the gifted one's house where any kid in that neighborhood could come in. I work with many kids, probably about 1,000 in a week. It's probably why I'm sick. Jaden, you're doing awesome. You got up there and did it. These two kids right here, they just won Hartford's Got Talent. We won first place. Jaden and Jada, raise your hand. They're twins, so they won first place. He's emotional because he just came in talking about he was just bullied. But you fought through, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. So I just need funds to keep doing what I do, and whatever you give me, I can show you what I've done with it. And I just appreciate everything you already have done for us. And if you don't do anything else, I'm fine with it because you've done enough for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your presentation. No. So I'm very proud of what you just did here today in front of us. That should be an example for a lot of students out there. So what schools do you go to?
Go ahead.
Oliver Ellsworth,
What grade?
first.
Can you all go to the microphone and tell me what schools you go to and what grades you're in?
And these are the students from my personal program. The kids from Hartford schools, I can't get them in to come in with me. Stay with you, Phil.
I go to Kinsella and I'm in 3rd grade. I go to Kinsella and I'm in 3rd grade.
I go to Kinsella and I'm in 3rd grade. I go to Riverside Magnet School and I'm in 3rd grade.
I go to Freddie Wish Museum School and I'm in 4th grade.
I go to Classical Magnet School and I'm in 9th grade.
I go to JFK Middle School and I'm in 7th grade.
I'm a junior and I go to East Granby High, but I live in Hartford, Connecticut.
How much do you guys love this program?
A lot.
Makes you feel good being in it?
Yes.
I can see that. Again, you guys have done an exceptional job. Congratulations, and I hope to see you guys next year. And we will do the best we can to help you out. And thank you for the amazing job that you're doing. Actually, I want you to contact my office. I'd like to have a meeting with you off-site. Sibel, if you can set that up for me, I'd appreciate it. Are there any, oh, Councilman LeBron, I see that you have your hand up. You have the floor.
Yeah, I mean, so, you know, Ms. Kim is an example of, and through you, Madam President, you know, I get emotional as well because I think Ms. Kim is an example of there's a lot of people doing great work in Hartford, and Ms. Kim is like a leader, an example of that, and the amount of scholars and youth that she's changed and their lives exponentially is amazing, and I wish we can duplicate Miss Kim. You know, if there can be 100 Miss Kims, 1,000 Miss Kims, our community, our state, our city, our world will be a better place. Thank you, Miss Kim, for all your efforts and your continued efforts.
Thank you so much.
Can I just say something as well? So I wanted to talk about, Councilman LeBron just said something about duplicates. We right here. We are the Miss Kim duplicates. I started this program when I was 10 years old. I'm now 37. Don't tell nobody. And my son, who did that poem for you guys called World Peace, he was born into the program. So this has also been, this program saved my life. I was also in the streets in Hartford, grew up in Hartford, and this program saved my life. And it continues to do so for hundreds of students. So we really need y'all help. Any other questions?
Thank you. Our motto is discipline, love, realness, consistency, rewards. That's how we operate our program.
Thank you. Next to speak is it Nicole Rendell?
Rindell, yes.
You have
Hi,
the floor.
everyone. Good evening. My name is Nicole Rindell, and I'm the Community Relations Manager with Children in Placement. We're a statewide nonprofit organization with an office in the Hartford Probate Court at 250 Constitution Plaza. Children in Placement's main mission is to advocate for and empower at-risk youth in Connecticut's child welfare system. When a child is removed from their home, sometimes it's the only one they've ever known. It can be a super intimidating and traumatizing time in their life. And many of these younger children don't understand what's happening with their families. And for 40 years, Children in Placement has been serving Connecticut's most vulnerable youth by guiding them through the overwhelming process of court trials and hearings and judicial proceedings while avidly advocating for their best interests and needs. And we can accomplish this through our Guardian Ad Litem program. And we also have a youth sponsor program for those youth aging out of the system who need mentorship support and resources to be able to transition into adulthood. So we're searching for financial support to fund our initiatives for volunteer recruitment and also to raise awareness about the work that we do for our children. With NIA support, we would be able to continue to help the 300 children we serve annually. And considering there are 15,000 substantiated cases of child abuse and neglect in the state of Connecticut every year, the need for our services is clear, and we want to grow our capacity to help every child that we can. So I'm happy to answer any questions if anyone has any.
Thank you. Councilman LeBron?
You know, Madam President, this is my favorite time of year. The budget season is, through you, is always an arduous time. And a lot of work is done. But I tell you, when our community programs come up, is absolutely one of my favorite times. Children in Placement programs with the Guardian Ad Litem program and what they do to provide for DCF committed youth is like, it's priceless. I donated myself to Children in Placement, and you know, thank you and continue efforts for all that you do for that program. A lot of times the kids that are in the DCF system, they become lost, and you guys help them to get found. So thank you.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next to speak is Elaine Thomas Williams.
Good evening. My name is Elaine Thomas Williams, and I'm with the Artist Collective. I'm their grant writer, and I'm here to talk about the Artist Collective and help people understand that they are an icon in the neighborhood, Albany Avenue and Woodland Street. And when I'm writing grants, you know, I sometimes I say, you may know Artist Collective, but you don't really know about them. And that is that they're a 54-year-old organization, that they were founded by Jackie McLean, his wife, Dolly Ionis Martin, and a host of friends starting out in a real grassroots efforts in a classroom, and then they grew to build this 45,000 square feet building. And it is the only performing arts center in the entire state of Connecticut that provides the African diaspora and the whole history of culture being ingratiated into our society today. We are, like many, COVID-19, the economy, we all have gone through that, and there have been ups and downs, and we're struggling. We are looking for $150,000 for our youth cultural arts program, and during the summer, and also which runs 9 to 4, and also after school. We're teaching students more than art. We're teaching a mindset of you can develop your artist talents into a business. And we talk about, say, making movies. You're using YouTube and all these little social platform, TikTok, but those are business models, and we're trying to help our youth understand that you can dance, you can sing, you can write music, and you can also become an entrepreneur in this field. Entrepreneurism, art is a very significant balance in our children's lives, and they need it. And we're all born with the innate ability to create. And we as parents, the music lessons, the dance lessons, and we at the Artist Collective are continually developing those talents. We work with DCF, we work with the school systems, we work with the Department of Justice, working with students who we like to say have problems adjusting, students who have emotional problems that can be creatively expressed in what we do, dancing, music, drums, piano, and it just goes on. And we really are a great institution, and we're looking forward to continue this icon institution to help our youth. Did I get my 3 minutes, my 5 minutes?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are there any, Councilman LeBron?
Yes, also a fan of the Artist Collective. I worked with the Artist Collective on the rites of passage, grants in the past,
Yes.
and worked with the organization. I also spearheaded the effort to get Mr. McLean on the side of that Achievement First building. It took a couple years, so I am totally a fan. Do you guys still have through you, Madam President, do you guys still have the rites of passage program?
Yes, we do.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes,
Okay.
we do. Yeah.
Well, thank you for your continued work.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next to speak is Lauren Schleider.
Hi, how are you? My name is Lauren. Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Lauren Schleicher, and I'm the Director of Development and Communications at the Chrysalis Center on Homestead Avenue, right down the street. Thank you for your past support. We are the largest agency in Connecticut that offers the most supportive housing to individuals coming out of homelessness. Those are veterans, HIV/AIDS, coming out of incarceration. We really are an agency of second chances. So what we submitted for this year, we have a lot of homes, and we submitted for 4 of our homes for energy conservation. One being in Vernon, Rockville, which it's our Phelps Mansion. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's absolutely stunning, but really, really, really old. So one of the projects that we really need to do is renovate all the windows and the doors for our veterans to conserve energy, to stay warm. And we submitted to our home in Plainville as well, where it's going to be turning into elderly people coming out of homelessness. So everything that we submitted for is for renovations to make the wonderful people of Connecticut safe and happy.
Thank you. Are there any comments or questions from my council colleagues? Thank you for your presentation. Is there someone that's here in our audience or on the screen through virtual mode that wishes to address this council body that I have not called on or came in late and could not sign up?
I would like to speak if I may.
You have the floor. Please state your name, your address for the record, and if you're with an agency, state that name too, please.
So I am Marion Least. I live in Berlin. I have worked in Hartford for the last 24 years, and I represent HARC, which is located at 900 Asylum Avenue. We submitted for our project for energy efficiency to upgrade some of the heating and hot water heaters in 5 of our residential locations, as well as our main office that's located right in Asylum Hill on 900 Asylum Avenue. We are an organization that has been around since 1951. We support people with intellectual disabilities and their families, and we provide both living arrangements, 24-hour supports, supportive housing to those individuals, as well as our day programs and employment programs, which are located out of our offices at 900 Asylum. So this funding would allow for us to ensure the safety of the people that we support, ensure that they're in an environment that is heated and with running water and everything that's necessary to ensure their health and safety and ensure that they are able to enjoy the best lives possible and to be integrated in the community. I'm privileged to be here among so many great organizations, many of whom we've partnered with on various projects in the past. So I am very appreciative for the opportunity to be here tonight and to speak on behalf of our organization. And I'll take any questions.
Thank you. Are there any questions from my council colleagues? There are none. Thank you, everyone who has participated this evening. We appreciate your comments and your presentation. Mr. Ronnie Vasquez, thank you for the amazing work that you do in the budget department and for your presentation this evening. I do have one announcement before we adjourn this meeting, and that is that tomorrow at 12 p.m. Council will reconvene the budget session. So please join us virtually or in person. And without further ado, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Madam President? Thank you. Yeah, I just want to just thank Ronnie for the, his concerted work to increase the amount of participants. Thank you, Ronnie, for your continued work. Anyway, I know the meeting's dismissed. I missed my chance. But.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Ronnie.
Thank you.